The next topic is control, loop control. So what does loop control exactly means? If we want to run some statements or some sequence of code n numbers of time, we use the help of loop control statements. So we have two type of loop control statement, for loop and while loop. So for loop, first I will start with for loop. So for loop is a bit different programming language in Python compared to other languages. It iterates two sequence of object. So what does sequence of object means? We have a data type string. So I'm taking string is equal to Python. You will run about string deeply in string data type. So program. Okay. Now, so as I told you, in Python, it iterates two sequence of object. So for I in string. So what is happening in this code, that the in for loop, the I variable will automatically start iterating from P to E by default. Print I. So as you can see, Python space PROGRAME. So by default, it's picking up the I variable is picking the characters from starting from the first alphabet of the string. Similarly, as you can see, we have a list. So for j in list, print j. So as I told you before, the for statement iterates to the object, sequence object. Then we have a range function. I can use inside a range function. We have covered it before. So for num in range. So what does range returns? Range returns a list of integer. So list of integer is the sequence object and it will give that number. So for range 2 comma I'll write 21. So it will start from 2 and iterate till 20 because end goes to end minus 1. So print num. So as you can see, it printed from 2, 3, 4 till 20. So this is how the for loops work. Now we have a while loop. So while loop is same like a while loop in other language. We have a while with a condition. If that condition is true, the statement is executed until that condition is true. Okay. So I'll show you that. Okay. Sum is equal to 0. So I will find if that number is palindrome or not. Okay. So I will take a number. Num is equal to 341. Okay. Temp is equal to num. Then s is equal to 0. Right. Sum is equal to 0. Okay. Then y num is greater than 0. So this statement, this loop will execute until this num is greater than 0. Okay. So num modulus 10 num modulus is equal to 10, which means this is the shorthand comparison which I wrote before. I will write it in full form. So num is equal to num modulus 10. Okay, so what will happen? It will take the remainder. Okay, remainder is equal to num modulus 10. Sum is equal to sum into 10 plus remainder. So what will happen? It will add the remainder into 10. Num is equal to num, so division 10. It will look for the quotient. Okay, and then I'm coming out of this block. Then I will print sum. So what will happen? Sum is comma. So what will happen? This while loop will run until the num is greater than 0. So it will run this, and then it will go check again if num is greater than 0. Oh, okay. Sum is 10, and if sum is equal to 10, print palindrome else print not a palindrome. So I will run this. So sum is 143 and not a palindrome. So I will change 1 to 3 and run again. Sum is 343 and it is a palindrome. So this is how while work. The loop works until the condition is false. The moment the condition is false, it will come out of the loop. Then we have a break statement. Everybody know it's similar than the whatever the previous language you have learned, whatever the languages, Python, C or Java. The break works same. It terminates the loop when the break terminates that particular loop when the break is encountered. So I will write this same program to find if the number is prime or not. Okay. So num is equal to, I'm taking number by default 23. Okay. Flag is equal to 0. While I is less than num divided by 2. Why I'm doing num divided by 2? Because if the number is not a prime number, so we'll be able to find the prime till the half of this number. For example, if I've taken the number as 12, half of 12 is 6. So in the first iteration only, we'll be able to find number. We'll be able to find if that number is prime or not, because 2 will get divided by 6. So I'll take I is equal to 2. Okay. So what is happening? I'm starting with 2 while num is less than while I is less than num by half, num by 2. If num modulus I is equal to 0, if the number is divisible by anyhow, is equal to 1, break. So if number is divisible anyhow, the loop condition will break, and it will change the flag to 1. The loop condition will break and it will come out of the loop. Okay, and then else flag is already, I think we don't need else statement. We can write else statement. Flag is equal to 0. We don't need a else statement. We can also write, we can skip this else statement also. And then I is equal to I plus 1. Python does not have I plus plus because we have a unary operator which is plus plus I, which is like looking for positive I is positive. So that's why, and to make it simply, because the allocation for this was a bit complicated in other languages, therefore Python does not support I plus plus. We will write I plus 1, and now if statement, if flag is equal to 1, print not prime, else print prime. So I will run this. It is prime. Okay, 21, not prime. 7, it's prime. Okay, so what is happening simply that if by chance the number get divided by the I, change the flag to 1 and come out of the loop. No need to check if the remaining part of the number, if remaining part of the I are divisible by num or not, because if any of the number is divisible by the number, it's simply not prime, because prime is divisible only by itself, 1 and itself. So next, after break, we have continue. So the continue statement, what is it does, if the continue is encountered, it starts it goes back to the loop again, and it ends the current iteration and continues the loop. So I will tell you, I will show you the example how continue work. So what I have to do is print from 1 to n, skipping number divisible by 5 or 10. Okay, so I'm taking num is equal to 20. So for I in range, so I will write 1 because I want to start from 1 comma 20. Sorry, I can write 20 also. I can write num plus 1. I'm writing num plus 1 because the n always goes to -1, and I want till 21. So I'm writing, sorry, I want till 20, so I'm writing 21. Okay, so if I'm moving the bracket, so if I modulus 5 is equal to 0, and I modulus 10 is 0, if any of these is true, so I will continue. I will continue. So this iteration will skip and will go to the next iteration. Else print I. So it will automatically increment the value of I. So I will run it. taking time. I'll open a new. So as you can see, it printed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It didn't skip 5 because it is divisible by 5 but not divisible by 10. Then 6, 7, 8, it skipped 10 and it skipped 20. If I'll change it into OR, so it will skip 5 and 15 also. And if I'll add one more condition, or I percentage 3 is equal to 0, if that number, any of this is divisible by any of these 3, 5, 10 or 3, it will skip that. So 4. So this is the final list.